And so now we want to get to the meat of our discussion today, which would be the open enrollment elements. What we're going to talk about during our discussion here about the benefits changes is, first, we have implemented for open enrollment this year Employee Navigator. Employee Navigator is a web-based application that allows you to go in and complete your enrollment documents. And you can manage your dependents, you can manage your address, you can manage what benefits you want, and you can also waive benefits. So we're going to go over that and show you how that works here in just a minute. And then we'll talk about the specific benefits that we have. And we're going to start out by talking about the medical benefits. When we're done with that, I want to talk about the benchmarking, that kind of compare our company and our employee and employer costs to those around us. And we'll talk about the dental plan. And I would just, while we're on this, as part of Employee Navigator, you will get a task if you're eligible for the 401k. So you can log in and follow that task through to enroll in the 401k if you choose to, or you can waive as well. If for some reason you don't want to go through Employee Navigator, massmutual.com/retire is how you get to the enrollment screens for the 401k. Is that not the right one? Apparently Mary just told me that I've got the wrong one, so we will publish the correct one. Is it /corp?
C-O-R-P.
So instead of retire, it's C-O-R-P, and we'll get that out to everybody. One thing that we have done, and I'm going to talk about Employee Navigator, but in addition to that, I'm going to switch over here to the internet. Oh, that's the wrong screen. And I'm going to switch over here to our company webpage. So we have made accessing that information very easy for you this year. As you log into the company webpage, if you go to employment, it brings up a place where there are employment opportunities, but we also have available to you a direct link to Employee Navigator to register. Once you've registered, to log in, and then here is the link here for MassMutual to log into the 401k and complete that. So you don't have to memorize the URL. You can log in just by going to horizonhomehealth.com.
Scott?
Employment, yes.
I hate to interrupt you, but Cedar and St. George cannot see what you're, I don't know about St. George, but Cedar can't. We can't see what you're doing. Just
Okay.
thought I'd give you the heads up there.
All right.
Okay.
Let me,
Sorry.
Let me try and reshare that for you. Okay, can you see it now, Deb?
We don't have the capability to see it.
Oh, okay.
Because we don't have, yeah.
Okay, we will send you a copy of the video so you can watch it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
I'm going to turn the
Appreciate
time
it.
over to John now, John Clark, to go over Employee Navigator. He's going to do a demo of how to use the system. So, and I'm going to move. I don't know if you can see me on the video screen, but I'm going to let him now be the driver.
Thanks, Scott.
All right, thanks for joining in today. As Scott mentioned, we've put your benefits all online, and also we'll have an online enrollment through Employee Navigator. And so I just want to take you through kind of what you will see when you log in. I apologize, I was checking on something. Did you tell them about the address and then the company?
I did not tell about the company code. I was going to do that after you were done. So.
Okay, so Scott will give you the directions on what is needed in the company code. But so once you are logged on, I'll show you what you are going to see. And so this is Arizona. This is a pretend person, and so I'm just going to go to their open enrollment. When you log in and that, you'll see something more up in the right-hand corner that says continue to enrollment or enroll in my benefits. But after you do that, you'll see something similar to this. So you're going to want to go through your personal information and just make sure everything is correct. You know, the spelling of your name, your birthday, make sure your social security and address, social security number is correct, and your address and all of those things. And then you're just going to hit save and continue. Here you could add a dependent if you needed to. Just drop down and put in their name and all of their information, and then click save and continue. So you just want to make sure you've got your information and all of your family's information correct as you move forward through the process.
And just so that you know, any employee who is currently on benefits, that has been preloaded for you. We'll just ask you to review it and update it if it needs to be corrected. But anyone who has had health insurance or dental insurance, we've pre-populated the dependents for you, okay? From what you have read, what you put on for this year, 2017.
Yeah, that's a good point. So your need to input additional data should be fairly minimal unless you've got a dependent you haven't covered before. You'll mainly just need to make sure that dates of birth and spellings and things are correct. So after you get through that process, it will take you to the benefits, and you'll see they move along in this order, but you'll want to do your medical first. And so you can see just for myself that the cost for this plan would be $28 per pay period. It's very easy to just click on the button and see what it is to cover you and your spouse. If you have children as well, you can click on that to see what your cost per pay period is. If you're covering yourself and your children, then you just simply click the buttons that you need, and then select the plan. If you choose, if you're waiving coverage, you just, on any of these benefits, all you got to do is click the don't want this benefit and click that. If you were to, you'll notice I haven't saved or done anything. If I click save and continue, it says, oh, I had, let me go back to that. So I think I am unselected. If I tried to move forward, it's going to say, I need to select a plan or decline this benefit to save and continue. So that's where I'd say, you know, I'm not going to continue. And it is nice if you give a reason why you're not taking coverage, just so that the company is able to know of that. Usually, you know, most everybody has coverage under another plan. But we'll go ahead and I think I'm going to go back and enroll this demo person as family, and then save and continue, because there is a summary at the end that shows the your benefit selections at the end. Now, the plans that you'll hear explained today are HSA plans. They are high deductible qualified plans which allow you to set up a health savings account. And so if you choose to enroll in a plan, you'll go to this window, and this is where you'll see that you can set aside an amount of money each pay period to put into your HSA account that will, the company is going to be Health Equity, and that will also be explained to you as well. And those employees in Utah that are on an HSA already through Aetna, I believe they've been using Health Equity already, and so they'll be able to continue using their accounts. But this is money that you can set aside tax-free, pre-tax, it grows tax-free, and you use it towards your medical and even dental and vision expenses if you need to, as long as you take it out for a qualified medical, dental, or vision expense. If you take it out early, it's just like an IRA where you pay a penalty and taxes on the money, so you definitely don't want to do that. The company is providing an excellent incentive to help you participate on this, that they will match dollar for dollar on your HSA contribution. If you have, you're covering yourself only, they'll put $15. If you put in up to $15, they'll put in $15 and match that 100%. So that's $30 a pay period, which over the course of a year adds up over to over $750, which is a quick way to get your HSA balance up. And if you have yourself plus a dependent, it'll be $25 per pay period. So that's $50 a pay period over the 26. That's, oh boy, I'm sorry, I'm struggling on my math. That's like $1,500, I think. So let's go ahead and say we have the family coverage. So we'll put in our $25, and you'll see here that if I had elected only employee coverage, this would be half this amount, which it would be $3,450. If it's you plus an additional dependent, you can set aside up to $6,900 into your HSA. So we would then move on through save and continue, and then we come to the dental plans, and Mike is also here from TDA, and he'll be talking a little bit about the dental plans later. But here you can see I enroll myself. I can see what the pricing is on the two plans. If it's me and my spouse, or if I'm covering my family, or if I want to cover myself and my children, we'll say for this person, their spouse has dental coverage elsewhere.
While you're on this, show them.
There's you can drop down and see the details. There's information about TDA. If you needed help with a member service question, you can call that. And then the plan summaries are listed, and you'll be able to see those, and you can see the costs and the pay period costs. And there's some resources here. You can click on here if you needed to find a provider, if you needed to email them, and their phone numbers. So all the plans will have some additional contact information that you can go to.
So the
the SBC, we're making some final changes just this morning. One of the documents we're waiting on the medical plan we don't have, or we did just receive, but we need to get it posted to this site, and that should occur later today. And so if we were back on the medical plan, you'd be able to see that you can pull up the summary of benefits and coverage and evaluate the medical plan that way and see how things are covered. But we'll just go ahead and say that this demo employee is going to take the PPO plan and save and continue. And then you'll get to this enrollment summary. And one of the things that you'll do when you register on the plan is that you're going to consent to having your electronic signature used, and also, that the website will keep your information private. And so then you can see before you agree that here's all the plans that you took, the cost per pay period, and then it gives you a grand total of the monthly amount. And then it'll also show who your dependents are. You'll remember we enrolled the spouse and the children on the medical, but we didn't keep the spouse on the dental. So you can see each benefit that you have your spouse and dependent children enrolled on. So you would just go back and agree, and that would complete your process. And and then let's see. And I just believe you complete, and then you should be good to go, and then enrolled. So
one thing that this does not show, because it's the demo employee, if you've been enrolled before, it also compares you to shows you what you have had in the previous year or the current year. So you can see that if I was logged in, it would show for 2017, I had the Aetna HSA family plan and what dental plan I had. So that will help me know, prompt me if I want to change, or if I'm on one dental plan, I want to switch to the other, I can see that and know where I was at. Or more importantly, what dental plan was I on? I don't remember. Well, this is what it is. I can just enroll for it again this year. So.
Yeah, so, all right. Well, thank you.